RadNet, a stronger and more connected community. It's a vision for a better future.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rad Up All Night. And tonight was a random night. And tonight I felt like, you know what? Let's just chill. We'll do a little Ask Me Anything. We won't really have any topic because last time we had a topic, it kind of went off the rails and we started to talk about 100 other things. So I said, you know what? Let's make this a show where we can talk about those 100 other things and just get a little bit rad and random tonight. We can talk nostalgia. We can talk memories. We can talk news, whatever you guys want. I'll be on here maybe about 60 to 90 minutes total. And before we start, I just want to dedicate this show to my friend Jen, who just recently passed away. I know people probably saw it on social media, but she was a watcher of the show and the channel, and I've known her for about 20 years. And it's just been kind of a weird week because I literally just talked to her last week. So it was a little bit of a shock to me that she passed, and it's just been kind of a crazy week, but I wanted to come on here and just kind of get things back to normal a little bit, chat with you guys, and just kind of see who is out there. Like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw I just posted the link to come check this out. If you've never checked these out before and you're popping in, come say what's up. If you're new to the channel, come say what's up. If you're not part of the Rad Family channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see here, even though it's going to be completely up to you guys what we're going to talk about tonight. So with all that being said, let's get to the chat. Let's see who's in the house. It looks like 40 people are already making their way in. Foz Rotten, what's up, man? Go check out Fozzy. He just started a new series over on his channel with David Deathray called the Horror Punks, and I tuned into that episode. They talked about Night of the Demons. So definitely go check them out. Fozzy, what's up, man? This is what's up, brother. Got any more killer cassettes to show off? Actually, I do. I did see this comment when my intro was playing, so I ran and grabbed actually pretty much almost all the cassettes I have left in my collection. A lot are long gone at this point, but I do still have some hanging around, and I could showcase some of those later. Let's do that because I just want to get you an idea of like the Garrett that grew up in the 80s and early 90s and what I was listening to as a young kid, because those tapes are tapes that I accumulated from my early years, like preteen and then teenage years. So it should be interesting. It's kind of all over the place. So that will be fun. And thank you for saying that. Adrian James, what's going on? Kevin Kruger, what's up, Kevin? Thank you for coming in. Justin, what's up, man? I'm glad you caught it as well. Welcome to the show. I did not see Immaculate. I do want to see Immaculate because I'm hearing great things. Noise Loop, what's going on? What release do you want Vestron to do next? I mean, damn. I'm trying to think like which release would I like, a dream release, or like what do I think is a possibility? I'm going to say Vestron. Let's think. I would say maybe the Watchers would be pretty cool. I would like to see that. Run would be great. I'd like to see Run. Run's cool. What's up, Witch Hunter? How are you? Thoughts on Blumhouse doing Blair Witch? Terrible idea. Terrible idea. I don't think that Blair Witch is the type of name recognition that you can really replicate, right? Blair Witch came out around a time that things were different. The world was different. It was played off as being real. When you saw it for the first time, you weren't sure if it was real or not because it was so different than what we saw. And I think that's really what made it work. But now going into a remake that is remaking or reimagining or whatever, it just doesn't have the same feel. So at that point, if you're just going to do a random Blair Witch style horror movie, why don't you just call it something different and come up with a new franchise? Unless you want to add the Blair Witch in there, then maybe do some kind of like spin-off or something, but don't try to recreate unrecreatable, I guess you could say. Mel over at My Killer Podcast. Yo, what's up? Let's get random and kill that like button for the. Oh, thank you, kiddo. You're the raddest dudette on the tube. Go check out Mel, My Killer Podcast, 1/3 of the Rad Pack. Go check her out and go check out the newest episode of the Rad Pack podcast that we did last week. I will put the ticker up for you guys to check it out over there if you have not gone and support the Rad Pack podcast yet. Let's see. Seeing Abigail this weekend looks sick. Yeah, I'm not seeing it this. I don't think. I'm trying to think what my weekend looks like. Maybe I could go see it. Maybe. Yeah, that's another one I'm interested in for sure. There's a lot out there I really want to see. I think horror is in a pretty good spot right now. Too bad it's not that easy for me to get to the theater anymore. So I will try to see Abigail. What's up, man? Mommy injured. Damn you live. Are you sensing anyone in the Judgment Day turning face? I'm kind of upset that Rhea Ripley's injured because honestly, she is like my favorite part of the WWE right now. And that sucks because she's just been so dominant. I would like her to just keep it going. She's such a huge part of the show. Hopefully she sticks around in some kind of capacity with just Judgment Day, like in the back and stuff. I would keep Judgment Day alone. I wouldn't mess with them, even though Priest is doing his thing. I would keep them together. It makes Priest feel stronger. I would not break up Judgment Day because once that group breaks up, I guarantee everybody's dead in the water except for Rhea and like maybe Priest. And I'm a huge Finn Balor fan, and I know I don't know if he resigned, but I know he's thinking about resigning. So if they break up the Judgment Day and make him not do much of anything, I'm assuming he's going to bounce. So I don't want that. So I'm hoping the Judgment Day stays together. What's up, man? Go check out. Oh my God. I always get this wrong. I don't know, man. I forget what the word is. It's something about not the same idea or something. Go check him out. I don't remember what the initials are, man. Oh my God. Probably not. I've kind of stopped on collecting vinyls, so no. Justin, we told Justin to do a solo show about his own thing. Obviously, he hasn't done that yet, but we told him he should. He should do a little thing talking about like a solo show and put it up there. What up, Jeremiah? Jeremiah Goff is in the chat. What's up, man? Let's see. Combining your two favorite things in this world, wrestling and movies, is the most raddest combo to exist. Thank you, man. It is two of my favorite things. It's actually been two of my favorite things pretty much my whole existence. David, what's up, man? I did not. I probably won't upgrade The Departed. I love the movie, but it's just not. I'm fine with the Blu-ray that I have. Wilkie, what's up, man? Go check out Wilkie over at Wilkie's Movies and Music. Thanks for popping in. Saturn Video in the house. Go check out Saturn Video. Do you see Fright Rags is coming out with brains? Oh, well, no, but now I will. I'm all on it. Thank you so much for the heads up, man. They usually text me anyways about like all these drops, so I'm sure I would have seen it, but I haven't seen it. Does it show you any imaging yet? Hold on a second. This is bubbly. This is one of the official drinks of the Rad Pack. We got sponsored by a lot of different things. Bubbly one. So yeah, let's take a little swig ski of this. All right. What up, movie fan? Heel Gable, let's go. Yeah, I'm down with that. Let's give that dude a push. He should have been Kurt Angle's son, by the way. What's up, Magic Hands? Dude, I haven't seen anything, man. No, I think it comes out when? Friday on Shudder. I'm gonna watch it as soon as it comes out. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Saturn. I didn't need this to be a big sap fest for me. It was just, again, I know she's been really watching the channel lately, and honestly, what's even crazier about it is, like I said, I've known her for 20 years. We were into a lot of the same things, music, movies. We used to go to concerts together. We went to the movies together a bunch of times. That's who I was with when I went to go see Blair Witch in 1999 in the theater. Um, I'm trying to think of different things I can remember. We went to go see Nacho Libre together. Like, I mean, there was just all these memories. And she was the type of person where you wouldn't hear from her for a while. Like, she moved away. She moved to Florida. She was in California for a while, Los Angeles. Then she went to Florida. And she'd be somebody that you wouldn't hear from for a while. Then she'd reach out with just like some nostalgia. And then you guys would get chatting again and whatnot. That's always kind of her MO. Or whenever she was back home in town, she would always, hit me up and be like, let's, I'm going to be here. Come hang out. So I would always see her usually when she came home. It's been a couple years since I've actually physically seen her. But what's crazy is like we just started really chatting again um, because of the channel. And then, obviously reminiscing on funny memories, or she'd send me like music videos of songs that we used to like or whatever. Um, so it was just kind of like a weird time for all this to happen. Um, I don't know. It's just sucks because I even was thinking to myself, because she was talking about the channel and all these different movie memories and whatnot. I was like, oh man, she would kind of be fun to bring on the channel, even though she doesn't do anything like that. But she's just got like, she had such a bubbly like personality where all she would do is laugh all the time. Like she would laugh up and down. Like she's, we got Mel over there with that killer laugh. I mean, same deal. Like she would always just burst out laughing like at every little thing. I probably wouldn't be able to keep her controlled if she was to be on the show, but I just thought it would have been something fun, especially because again, she's been watching it and messaging me about certain videos and whatnot. So it's just kind of like a weird time that all this kind of happened. And yeah, she's like my age. Maybe actually she's a couple years younger than me. So yeah, it's just unfortunate stuff. Blu-ray Addict, what's up? He-Man talk. I'm down with that, dude. I'm like, so, and I'm sure I don't know if everyone wants to hear this because I'm not even close down in the chat, but the He-Man talk, like He-Man was my first action figure line ever as a little kid. And I was so obsessed with the show. I was so obsessed with the action figures. I can still remember. I mean, I must have been probably 3 years old. Going to this store called Ann and Hope, which was like a department store around here, and convincing my mom to like get me some of the guys and whatnot, like that I needed in my collection. I remember getting a toy at Ann and Hope called 2beRad, which was like a two-headed guy, and you could make him like punch himself in the head. Um, I can remember that night, like going to Ann and Hope and getting that. I mean, I literally was probably 3 years old. Like I don't know why I have those kind of memories in my head still, but He-Man was so important to me. I can remember playing with those things like on my floor, building different forts in my bedroom. I had the castle, I had the Snake Mountain, the slime pit, the thing with like there was like a glove and you could put on Fright Zone, I think it was called. I had so much of that stuff, and through the years, I think I've only managed to have kept maybe like 10. All the vehicles gone, all the bases gone. They were either trashed or went to yard sales or something, but they just never made it this far. But I've been trying to collect a lot of those origin line, which is basically exact replicas of what I had as a kid, except there's like a couple more articulations. Same packaging. It just brings back so many memories. So I've been starting to collect a lot of those. Mainly was for my son when he was born. I just started buying all of them because I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool if he got into these as well, kind of like I did when I was little. But he doesn't seem as excited about those things. So I kind of like there's a lot I haven't opened now because I just feel like he's just not into it really. So but man, I love He-Man, especially the action figure line. I just think it just brings back so much nostalgia, all those colorful characters. And there was so many real cool like background characters that were really epic in my childhood. What up, TJ? Go check out TJ Frizzy. Adrian James. Thank you, Simon. Let me see. What's up, Mark? Up until this point in your life, what would you say is your proudest achievement? Oh man. I don't know. Proudest achievement, I guess, is just life in general. Um, I was one of those kids that didn't really feel like I had any direction. And that's kind of going out to anybody out there that might be feeling the same way. I didn't graduate high school and know what I wanted to do. Um, you know, I actually what I wanted to do in high school was I wanted to be a pro wrestler for the WWF. That's what I wanted to do, but, I was kinda told by everybody that that was stupid. Um, so I didn't really follow what I wanted to do, so therefore I didn't know what to do, so I just kinda bounced around for a little bit trying to figure things out. Went through weird different periods. There was a point in time where I was trying to get on reality TV, and then I went to college and then I ended up becoming a personal trainer, fitness coach, and stuff like that. And that's kind of where I think things really started to become a straight line because once I kind of established that and started to become good at that, other things kind of became a little more easy. Um, I don't know. It's hard to really say, but I think as a whole, just to see where I've gotten now, if I would have looked in the future as like a teenager, I probably wouldn't have expected that I would be um I wouldn't I'm not going to say successful, but I don't know if I could see where I am now or the person that I am now based on the person that I was then. So anyway, I'd say as a whole, I just think everything has kind of worked out pretty good from where I was and how I kind of got here. But I mean, as far as regrets, I mean, I think, like I said, I wanted to be a pro wrestler. Not saying that I even think that would have been the right career choice for me. Because I mean, again, I could have, broke my neck and been in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. Nobody knows. But I also think too that I did go to wrestling school. I did work in the indies for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And I left the indies to do some career stuff, and then I was going to get back, and I never went back. And a part of me always feels like, well, what if you would have went back? Because I was good for the amount of time that I was doing it, and I kind of regret not going back to just see like where that could have led. But again, overall, I'm more or less a pretty satisfied person in general. So again, kind of a long, short answer. I could get more in detail about certain things, but I want to keep it as like vague as possible. But anyway, like the big moral of the story is no matter where you are in life, there's always ways to improve your situation. And the biggest motto that I go by is control the controllables. I mean, there's so much in life that you can't control. So try your best to control the things you can, even if it's just chipping away at some things. As soon as you can start controlling certain places in your life that you feel like were out of control, then the stuff you can't control, you feel a little bit better about because there's less on your plate to worry about. So, again, that's kind of like an overall motto, I think, in the moral of the story, and kind of a motto that I kind of try to live by. Um, Dude, I'm definitely gonna watch it. 100% gonna watch it. Vestron released Trick or Treat. No, they're not. Synapse will be releasing Trick or Treat in 86, and it should be coming out this year. Oh yeah. Dude, I have so many of those. If you follow me on Instagram, I actually just posted one the other day. Coach Hacks the Night Stalker and the Night Strangler. I posted that one. I was watching that double feature the other night. Yeah, man, I have a ton of those. A lot of them are packed away, but I do still have a lot on my shelf. Um, let's see. Oh, thank you, David. Corey, what's up, man? Yo, bro. Just checking out in TerraVision. Are they doing it right now? Are they doing it right now? What did they announce? What did they announce? Jesse, what's up, dude? I love the movie Old Boy. I don't know. I'm tired of the TV show stuff. I don't know. The TV shows don't make a difference to me because I don't watch them. So I'll never watch the Old Boy TV show, but I do like the movie a lot. Um, and I think the remake was pretty good too. It was pretty good. I've only seen the remake once. Oh, yeah, 100% TJ. All they're doing is trying to cash in on the name. That's it. That's it. Because I think in Blumhouse's head, they're like, movies with name value make them money. Look at the Halloween movies, look at the Scream movies or whatever. Like these movies make money, but some people love them, some people hate them, but they make money. And when they do original movies, sometimes they don't make money. Five Nights at Freddy's makes money. Megan made decent money. It was actually good. I will say Megan was a hit. But things like Night Swim, Imaginary, I haven't seen either of them. I do want to see them, but they didn't make them. They were kind of flops. So I think that they're at a point where they're like, let's just throw some stuff out there that people know. And if it sucks, it sucks, but people will at least go check it out. Good question, Jush. We were supposed to in March. It didn't work out for a majority of reasons. Mainly the reason is that flights are so expensive now. That's the big reason. That flights were just way too expensive for us to meet up for like 3 days. Um, but we're gonna work on it. Will it be this year? I don't know. The year is flying by. I know people already have travel plans like myself. I'm already traveling this year at the end of the year. So I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it's 100% I'm gonna make it happen as soon as I can. If it's not some point this year at a convention, maybe, there's a convention coming in August. Who knows if we can make it work? But hopefully next year. Now, what it is that we're going to do next year, I don't know. But I will tell you this: if I could pick anything to do with those two, what would I choose? My choice would be to meet up in Santa Cruz, California, and hang out at the Lost Boys Boardwalk and do a tour of all that and do footage of the boardwalk and the filming locations and just make 3-4 days of it and just tour around that area, hang out. Um, Maybe try to line it up with a convention or something that could be out that way. I mean, that's ideally what I'd love to do. But, things cost money. Flights are expensive. So again, that's kind of what I would love to do. And like with the Radpack channel on its own YouTube now, we used to do it on my channel, but it's got its own YouTube now, and we're trying to just save money through that channel. So if we can save some money, that's going to help pay for us to do a meetup or someday, then that's just a win-win. So I mean, that's the ultimate goal. Now, what we're going to do next year, I'm probably thinking it's probably going to be a convention of some sorts because Mel and Justin still have never been to one. But I'm hoping that we can do something, guy. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up. We're going to do something. The date is just when. Am I out of the loop? Let's think. What is coming out? I mean, I'm looking forward to The Faculty if that ever gets his ass out here. I'm looking forward to the new Crow 4K. Name me some stuff, guys. Let me know what's been announced. I haven't really been paying much attention. No, but we're going to be doing on the Radpack Pod show, which you can subscribe at the Radpack down below, Radpack Pod. We're going to be doing a show very soon on things like Scary Movie and stuff. What up, Media Play J? Hey, Garrett Coles, thank you. I like the Corey Haim movies and Lucas likes to drive. You know what's funny? I'm lucky that I have those on Blu-ray. I was able to score them right away, so therefore I got them before they went out of print. But there's something going on with the Corey Haim movies. I don't know what it is. I even talked to the guys over at the new Anchor Bay, and obviously Anchor Bay put those titles out before, but these guys just got the name Anchor Bay. They didn't get the library. So as far as I know, Lionsgate owned License to Drive and Lucas. Do they still own that? I don't know. They actually don't think they did. So I'm hoping somebody puts these things out in 4K. I don't know if there's a hold on it. I don't know if Corey Haim's mom has anything to do with it, because if you look, the only Corey Haim movies really available regularly are The Lost Boys and right now Dream a Little Dream. I mean, that's really it. I mean, Firstborn is technically still available, but that if it's ever going to get released again, I don't know. That was from Olive Films. I mean, once that Blu-ray's gone, it's gone. Now, again, that wasn't technically a Corey Haim movie. He was in it, but it wasn't a Corey Haim movie. But the movies that are Corey Haim movies, where he's mainly the big star, they're just kind of MIA. I don't know what's going on with them, but I'm hoping we do see those in the future. I can definitely see License to Drive getting something. Tiana, what's going on, kid? Go check out Tiana Loves Movies, guys. There's 83 people in here. Definitely hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, I appreciate the subscribe. That would be great. But yeah, hit that like button and share the stream. Let people know we are live, just chatting it up. What up, John Doe Juggalo? Go check out John Doe Juggalo over on the Tubeski. Oh, wow. Nothing but wrestling. Discovered the channel with the WrestleMania post show. I enjoyed the videos. I'm happy to be able to watch. Thanks, man. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. There's going to be some more wrestling stuff in the future. We actually were talking today about doing a show on the last WCW pay per view, Greed. So that could be coming very soon. What up, Don? Oh, hell yeah. I'm actually really looking forward to that. That looks really cool. I love that movie, and I'll go out and say I love Tom Cruise. I'm actually a big Tom Cruise fan. Always have been. I think he's a little bit odd to some people, but I think he's kind of misunderstood in a way. But the one thing about Tom Cruise, he's a perfectionist, and he doesn't put his name on something unless he thinks it's going to be really good. So you got to respect that. He's one of those actors that, when he's in something, it's going to be pretty damn decent. So I have to give him a lot of props on that. I'm definitely getting Risky Business. I think the cover art for that 4K looks freaking rad as hell. So yeah, I'm 100% getting that. Kenny Kruger, when's the next Rad Pack stream? So hold on. I am traveling next weekend. Mel is traveling for like 7 to 10 days. So we're going to try to maybe squeeze one out at the tail end of the month. So just keep your eyes and ears open. We want to try to get one in this month. If not, early next month, hopefully, or mid next month. I haven't heard anything about that. Thank you, Josh. What up, Dell? Go check out Dell on Movies. Thanks, dude, for popping in. I appreciate that, my friend. I hope all is well with you. Give me some Sheamus for sidetracking. Yeah, man. I'm curious about that draft. My biggest concern is that they split people up like Judgment Day. I don't want that to happen. Katrina, what's up? Thanks for joining live, kid. Yeah, man. I mean, it's true. It's true. It's just unfortunate circumstances, and you wish you could understand why. You know that's always going to be kind of like a thing for me when certain things happen unexpectedly, and you wish you kind of knew, why, or was there anything you could have done to prevent it. I think that's really where I'm kind of a little bit wonky about the whole situation, because literally I like just talked to that person like 7 days ago. Thanks, man. Of course, I would say The Thing is probably my favorite John Carpenter movie. Halloween's a close one. Again, I think, did I do a Carpenter ranking? I may have. Check and see if I did a Carpenter ranking. I'm trying to think what I would have put at number 1. Is there anything? I don't know. I would say probably The Thing is my favorite. I would think. Yeah, man, that's still too young. Sad. And you know what else too? And freaking knock on wood is I kind of feel lucky in a way, because I kind of feel like I really haven't dealt with a lot of death in my life, surprisingly. Like, I mean, I've lost all my grandparents. But when I lost them, you know, they just weren't the same at that point anyways. Um, so it didn't hit me as hard. But when I start seeing people my age pass away, it really hits hard, because you really start to kind of think, and they're like, oh my God, like time is flying, things are passing by, and you've got all these memories with these people, and it's like, oh my God, they're already gone. Like, that's where I really feel like, it really opens your eyes to a lot of things, and it sucks, and you want to, it makes you want to kind of live better. It makes you kind of want to, like I said before, control the controllables. You get one life. Like, don't do stuff that you don't want to do, or do stuff that you do want to do. Don't hold back. Like, I know it's like the more I see stuff like that, the more it makes me get in that mindset of just like, do you want to be stressed out or miserable for the rest of the time you're here, or do you want to, you know, do something good or do you want to feel better about yourself? Like these are all so important. The shoulda, woulda, coulda thing is it sucks at the end of the day, right? And everybody's gonna have those different things. You just try to limit it as much as you can. Um, so yeah, I hear you. I think it's really just I'm not used to this, and especially like I said, it was very sudden, and I just talked to this person like a couple days ago, so it didn't seem real. I was like, no, what? Like, there's no way. And I am lucky that I still have my parents. I don't even know how that's going to go once that time comes, but it's not anything I'm looking forward to. I'll tell you that much. I'm sure I know this stream is not getting rad, so we gotta up the mood here, guys, a little bit. Um, Thank you, man. Go check out Ian Lives. Thanks, dude. I always appreciate you popping in. I know you'll watch the replay. Thanks, man. Oh man, I hate these on the spot questions. I'm not good at Ask Me Anything. Favorite physical media release of the year? I probably mentioned this at some point. What the heck would it have been? Um, what's we're only in April. Jeez. Uh, well, it might be Super Mario, but I'm still freaking waiting on that thing. I've been fighting with Umbrella for like a month about this thing. It got lost in the mail, and it's been nonsensical. But finally, they sent me an email today saying they shipped me out a new one. So I'm hoping it's that. But off the top of my head, I don't know. I just put everything away. What has come out? Guys, help me out here. What's come out? Of course I did. What was the brand? Was it Studio or something like that? What was the ones I used to love? There was like a certain kind that I used to buy. And I used to get the WCW Stomp collection too. What the Oh my god, Christian. You a son of a bitch. Oh my god, go check out Christian over at Planet CHH, my boy. We actually just did a real cool video on his channel. We've been doing like these little collabs, kind of digging deep on physical media and stuff like that. So it's been super fun. We just did one on the Trick or Treats, all the Trick or Treat movies. Go check that out on his channel. It was really fun time. And we did like a history of Dawn of the Dead on physical media. We've been doing a lot of cool stuff over there. Really, really cool stuff. But I'll throw him a little super chat. Let's lighten the mood here. Let's lighten the mood. What can I do to lighten the mood up here? Let's do it.
Oh my God!
Let's do that. All right. We're moving. We're moving down the line. Moving down the line. I lost my place. How can you join my online fitness program? Guys, I am an online fitness coach as well as an in-person coach. If you want to join or if you're interested in my online fitness coaching, you can email me at Coach Garrett, GARRETT.TPTMA@gmail.com, or you can find me on Instagram at GPS Coaching, and you can, there's going to be a link there. You can, actually, if you follow me on Born2beRad, if you follow me at Born2beRad on Instagram, go to my link tree, or actually in the description of my videos, I always post my link tree, and it's going to say fitness coaching. Just click that link and then fill out the form, and then I'll get an email saying you're interested, and I'll reach out about more details. So thank you, Kevin. I'm actually thinking about bringing on more online clients as the summer approaches. So definitely, dude. Thank you. Well, 2, 3, 3. It's a kind of a fun story. So at 24 years old, I decided I wanted to, maybe I was like a little younger. So I think I tried out first at 22 for Tough Enough, which was a reality wrestling TV show on MTV. So I tried out for that, sent in a video. That didn't really go anywhere. That kind of just was dead in the water. But then I tried out for The Real World. And that was when I was 24 years old. And to be honest, I made it into the top 20 to get on The Real World. Key West was actually the season. So I can kind of go through the process. So I basically sent a tape and got a call. Told me to go to Washington D.C. So I went down to Washington D.C. for like an in-person tryout. And I remember driving down there with my buddy Tom, and I met a guy there that was trying out named Rob, and we were in line. And what they did was they put you in like these different groups, right? Like there was a line of people that were there for the tryout that got callbacks, and they put you in groups. And they sat you at a table, and you had like a casting person there, and the casting person was like asking questions in the group, and then they were like learning about each person, and then each person's having conversations, and the casting person at the table is like writing stuff down, like they must have been just critiquing what you said and a little bit about you and personality and all that stuff. Then at the end of the casting thing, they say, "All right, thank you so much for hanging out, blah blah blah." And then what they would do is they would say, like, they said to me, "Garrett, can you stay back for a second?" And then everybody left, and I stayed back, and they said, "Hey, I just want to let you know you moved on to the next round. Can you please go upstairs and fill out a contract?" So I said, "Okay, cool." So I stayed and filled out this contract that was like this thick. Now, again, you're so excited. Yes, I'm skimming through it, barely even reading the thing, just signing everything, right? Writing down answers, whatever they asked us to do. Um, and then I left. I drove home. I was all amped up. About 2 weeks later, I got another phone call saying, "Hey, this is the third round or whatever, like top 50, I think it said, or something. Would you mind coming to New York City for another interview?" So I said, "Okay." So I'm trying to think how this worked. So I said, "Yeah." So I went to New York. I did another interview there. And then I came. Well, how did this work? Okay. So I went to New York. And then on the way home from New York, I went to a campground because I had friends that were camping. So I went to the campground with these friends and we hung out there for the day or whatever. And then all of a sudden I get a phone call that night and they said, "Hey, you still in New York?" I'm like, "No, I'm in Connecticut. I'm camping." And they said, "Oh my God, we want you back tomorrow. We want you back here tomorrow. You're in the top 20. We need to film you. We need to take footage because if we pick you for the show, like we're gonna need to have this footage for the first episode." So at that point, I was like, "Holy crap! Like I'm freaking camping now." I'm like, I haven't showered in like 2 days. Um, so I'm like, "All right." So I remember like booking it home, getting dressed, and taking a train back to Boston, back to New York City, like the next morning, doing that filmed interview there. And then coming home, and they basically said, "Okay, you're a top 20. The next phone call is going to be us telling you you made it. And we should let you know within 2 weeks." And they said, um, "Oh, if we don't contact you, then you didn't make it." So I was like, "Okay." So at that point, I was already pretty confident that I was going to make this thing. I was like, "Okay, I'm definitely going to make it." I'm like ready to quit my job at the time. So I'm like, I'll be gone for 3 months or whatever. So, okay. And then I never got a call. And I can remember like stressing out about it, being like, did they mean, 2 weeks like business days? And it was a whole thing. So I never got a call back. But to this day, I always wonder if I screwed myself up, if I screwed myself over, because I can remember at the time I did a blog post on my MySpace at the time of talking about me being in the top 20 for Real World Key West. And I think that was probably a no-no. Like that was probably something I think in that contract it basically said, you can't really talk about this, blah, 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 blah. And stupid me posted the blog, which I think my MySpace was private. So I mean, I don't remember. I don't know if they could have seen it, but I don't know. To this day, I always wonder if they Googled me and found that and then it got me disqualified. I don't know. I never knew the reason. Why? If I screwed myself over or I didn't, maybe I just didn't want to pick me. But I remember once Real World Key West came on, I remember watching the episode and being like, that guy probably took my spot. Because you look at the cast and I feel like me and him were the closest when it came to the cast. And that was a character. If you watch the show, his name's Johnny Bananas. And he was on Key West. And I look at the cast and I'm like, that probably would have been my spot. Because you know how it was back then. Everything was very categorized by like the people, right? So again, that's my real world story. And the sad thing was I never really tried out again. I did. I tried out for like a road rules thing, I think. Or maybe that was all in the same. I don't remember. Maybe that was in the same process of all this. But yeah, it didn't make it. And that was kind of the end of that. And at the time, which I don't know if it's still the case, but 24 was the cutoff. So I couldn't try out the year after. I was too old at that point. So yeah, that was kind of the real world story. I don't know if I've ever told it in full on here, but that's really kind of the real world story. So whenever Real World Key West was aired, that's what year this was. I'm guessing it was probably, if I had to take a wild guess, it could have been like '06 maybe. If I had to guess. So I did wrestle to, oh wow. That's cool, man. Great stuff, man. Wrestling in the indies, I love it. Hey, man, it's more accepted, I think, now than when I was younger. Um, what up, Kyle, over on Twitch? Sorry, I'm just getting to you now. Um, so basically, I run a YouTube channel talking about movies and all things nostalgia. If you like horror movies or nostalgia or retro toys or wrestling or whatever, we talk a lot of retro 80s and 90s stuff over here. So if it's your first time checking out, man, thank you for popping in. I appreciate that. Hopefully you stick around because I do go live at least a couple times once, maybe twice a week, all depending. So definitely hang out, man. I appreciate you popping in for the first time. Thank you, man. It's true, though. I mean, it really is because we live in a world where there's so much we can't control in every aspect of our world. So to actually be able to pinpoint some of the stuff we can and just try to chip away at that and try to better those areas, then I think as a whole, things are going to start being a little bit better because you feel like you've got a lot of control over specific things where the stuff that's really stressing you out is the stuff you really don't have control over. So again, we're not all perfect. There's plenty of things in my life that I wish that I can control that I wish were a little bit better. But chip away, man. I'm really stoked about this movie too. And what's up, man? Thank you, dude. Go check out Movie Misfits. Thank you for popping in, dude. Um, I'm happy Cody's the champion. It's about time we have a babyface champ. Thank you, man. Thank you. What up? Did I hear Max being limited to Freddy Krueger like a prequel? I think that was a fake news type thing. Um, The first wrestling event I ever attended was 1991. It was at a small little venue here. I remember my parents, we got home from school. My parents said, we're going to go somewhere. And we drove to this little venue. And when I remember driving in and seeing the WWF trucks, and I almost shat myself. I was so excited as a kid to see wrestling for the first time. And it was like a house show. And the main event was supposed to be Sergeant Slaughter versus the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior was my favorite wrestler at the time. He canceled. So it was Sergeant Slaughter versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan at the main event. So, yeah, but that was my first time as a little kid seeing wrestling. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. What up, Brian? Devin's Room, what's up? I'm so probably behind on this chat. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to skim through. Yeah, man, if we can time it right, I would love that. Love it. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna just skim through. Favorite revenge movie: Savage Streets. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. What's up, Antonis? What up? Sorry, guys. I'm scrolling. Sorry. Uh, oh yeah, I would love to get blown away on a new edition. Yeah, people find Tom Cruise a little odd. Sure, I guess he could be a little odd, but I think he's still he knows what he wants, man. Favorite Tom Cruise movie is Cocktails. Firm is freaking great. I do love The Firm actually too, a lot. It's coming. Again, it's coming. I don't know when, but it's coming. Thank you, Katrina. Rob Zombie's Fred show. I don't know anything about this. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Antonis. Starman would be above Village of the Damned. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Yeah, man, you got to. I mean, there's too much out there that can bring you down, man. You've got to look around and be happy that you're here and all the stuff around you and that you're so blessed. And, I totally agree. I mean, things in life are stressful. I get it. But um, if you focus on that stuff, then you can't enjoy the other stuff. Thank you, Allie. I'm doing better, kiddo. Thank you. Still haven't wrapped my head around it totally, but doing stuff like this helps out. What up, Retro? Brian Goes Blue and Coco 2. Go check them out. You can check out Allie as well. Sorry, if I don't say check you guys out, I don't know you have a channel, so please feel free to plug your shit if you want to. It's all good. Great movie. I love it. I mean, it looks great, and I love it, but the only reason I don't say release of the year is because I had the Scream Factory Blu-ray, so to me, it wasn't like such a huge to-do. But I mean, again, VSU is like my favorite boutique thing right now, so I mean, I'm so happy that I have it. I would say I love the movie, but as far as a physical media release, it didn't really get anything cool. It was just kind of like it didn't even get a 4K. What up, Cody? Go check out Cody at Dude Who Loves Movies. Um, he's trying to get 1,000 subs. He's almost there, gang. Let's go hook him up. He is one half of the Rad Dudes, and if you don't believe me about Cody being so rad, then you need to tune back in this Saturday night on this channel because the Rad Dudes are coming back, and we are going to be talking about Snick, the Saturday night Nickelodeon raddest little show on TV back in the 90s. I was so obsessed with Snick, Ren and Stimpy, and Are You Afraid of the Dark were my all-time favorite two Nickelodeon shows. We're going to talk about all the different Snick episode, like shows that were on throughout the years, and then talk about our memories with them. So if you guys remember Snick on Saturday nights on Nickelodeon, then you want to come this Saturday night at 10 p.m. back to this channel to see me and the Dude Who Loves Movies talk all about it. We're taking it on, baby. I'm probably not. I have a nice Arrow release, but I do love the movie, and I do think it's cool that it's coming up with all those stuff. What up, B MAGA? Dude, I still haven't watched mine yet. I've never seen that movie. I haven't even checked it out yet. I need to. People keep telling me I need to watch it. Oh yeah, I've seen Iron Claw. I thought it was great, but I'm waiting for a better edition. It's just got a standard Blu-ray, and I have a feeling that's going to get a real nice edition. So I'm just going to wait and wait till it gets a steelbook or a 4K or A24 does something neat with it. So I'm just waiting. I've seen it. I loved it. No, I only do the front facing forward on the top shelf with some of the big box sets. I just think it takes up too much space. Let me see. Now there's a good chance we're getting the third man back. What is the rarest Blu-ray edition you can think of? No box sets. You know what? Let's hold that thought because in my other room I have a stack of movies. I've been pulling movies out of my collection to do a video on my out of print Blu-rays. So let's hold that thought, and then I will have that video coming very shortly. Well, I mean, let's pump that up, baby. Let's pump that up. I need over 50 at least. There's 85 people in here right now. Let's try to get to 100 people before I sign off tonight. That's the goal. So share this out. 100 people in this stream before I leave. Conan was a good set too. Dude, did I just clock out from work and turn you in a chair clock into? That's sick, dude. I actually read. You know what? I could be going through all this all day and just doing comments. Let's do something. Fozzie was the first person in this place to say what's up. He asked me about tapes, cassette tapes. Let's talk about some cassette tapes I've got. I did showcase this on a little short I did, and that is Demon Knight. This is my tape from back in the day. This thing rocked. This soundtrack rocked. Loved it. So, you want to talk soundtracks? Let's see. I got The Gate, Friday the 13th, part 4, the final chapter. Underrated horror movie, Elves. Those are a couple. Sorry, I'm moving this around. One of the best, The Lost Boys. One of the best Look at that old school spine with the red. I got a Cobra Kai cassette tape. This has got that red side as well. This was actually kind of a newer tape, the soundtrack for the show. How about this? What an album. Dirty, rotten, filthy, stinking rich. Warrant. Love this album. Big talk is just talk unless. If you guys haven't heard Warrant, killer 80s band. Love them. And I've got a whole stack of tapes here. Let's see how random we can get. All right, let's check this out. How about this? It's a little single. Turtle Power. Remember this one? Turtle Power, the hit single for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 movie. The other thing I didn't understand about this, they said Raphael's the leader. I didn't like that. It's Leonardo's the leader. Come on. Let's see. Oh, let's do this. This is some jams right here. Let's see. And again, I had so many more tapes back in the day. Oh, I got a couple doubles? How the hell did that happen? Let's see. This is some early childhood stuff I'm going to pull out right here. All right, let's check this out. Let me go way down in the chat and then I'll come back, okay? So I can keep up with what's going on here. Oh my god. I am scared of spiders, yes. I've gotten better through the years, but again, I live in an area where there's just little ones. If I saw a big mother, like a friggin' tarantula, I'd die. And again, I'll go back up in the chat. What's up, Ace? All right. Allie says, I know you have some Kids on the Block cassettes. Actually, yes. Let's talk about it. Oh, what's happening, fellas? Here is, sorry, the glare. The original New Kids on the Block cassette tape for their first album, New Kids on the Block, New Kids on the Block. This album's sick, dude. This album was so sick. I don't know. It's not one of their. It's not like a famous album, but this I used to love this freaking album. Are you down? So good. Speaking of that, let's talk about New Kids on the Block Christmas. Funky Christmas. Sick. Now, if you don't know, this is in the background of Career Opportunities when they're working in Target. There's so many of these on the shelf. It must have just came out around that time. But that was definitely a jammer when I was a kid. What's that? That's it? What? Where the heck? I don't know what's going on. I definitely had Hanging Tough and Step by Step. Check out this, though. This is a Step by Step single. That's sick. Bobby Brown. Let's see. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Classic. Too Legit to Quit. Cassette. I actually have two of these for some reason. So if anybody's interested in a MC Hammer Too Legit to Quit cassette tape, hit me up because I have an extra one, I think, in here. Crisscross. Look at that, dude. Classic. I hope Allie didn't leave. I just took all the new kids out for her. Let me see. What are people saying? Hey, that's not nice. I had New Kids on the Block posters in my room. You punched him in the face. How dare you do that to Donnie Wahlberg? Totally crossed out. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Great movie. All right, so now as I kind of look in here, I can get into like a little bit older me. Let's see. What else do I got over here? Oh, this is classic. Look at this, dude. Classic. This is a great soundtrack. Wayne's World. So good. You got Crucial Taunt, Bohemian Rhapsody, Queens in this. I mean, this thing's a jam right there. Jam. Gotta have some Motley Crue. Gotta have some Rat. Let's see. God, I gotta put all this away now. Damn it. Which Rat one did I just show? I got, what's this one? All right, we got some Van Halen. Misfits. The Outfield. Classic. This is classic. Josie's on vacation, the far away. Oh, man, this was my jam. This is the first Bobby Brown. This was my jam. Every little step I take. Bomb song. Skid Row is my favorite album of all time. I can't believe I'm taking all these out. Look at this. Alice in Chains. Pearl Jam. Let's see. Dokken. Hell yeah. Look at this. That's what I want. I want to take these back, man. I used to have get what is the one? What's the Aerosmith one with the cow on it? Get Out or something? I used to have that tape, but I don't know where that is. That's sick. I have a tape in here that I want to show you guys, but I don't have the cover, the case for it. I'm really bummed because this thing was epic. You won't be able to see it, but this is The Simpsons Sing the Blues. My brother and I must have listened to this thing so many times. If you guys never heard this, you've got to look it up on YouTube. You got to look up. It's got Do the Bartman. Look up Deep Trouble's good. Look at all those idiots from Mr. Burns. It's freaking hilarious. Simpsons Sing the Blues. I do have a boombox. I have a pretty sick one right over there on the floor. Let me see if you can see it. You can't see it in the corner over there. But it's a sick one. It's bad one from Jason Takes Manhattan. I don't have any Journey in there. Get a Grip. Yeah. I don't think this is the one with Dream Warriors on it. I have that album though. No. Oh yeah, it does have Dream Warriors on here. Yes. Back for the Attack. It's good Dream Warriors on here. Oh hell yeah, I used to have that one. Dude, that Simpsons is freaking fantastic. Oh, Get a Grip. I mean, you know, between all the ones with Silverstone and then you had like Living on the Edge. I mean, there's so many good ones from that era. Dude, I'm telling you, that was a great album. I would love to find that on vinyl. All right, now I'm gonna do this for Foz, man, because let me see. I'm gonna bring out some jams that, like, unless you were really in the mix of like the hardcore scene, you wouldn't really get this. But we got 95 people in here. Let's get 100. Fozzy, check this out, dude. All right, I'm gonna take out some cool ones right now. Now, again, these might not be cool to a lot of people, but some of these are like, I was deep into the hardcore scene for a while, so I have like a lot of like demo tapes and stuff. Obviously, Megadeth, Countdown to Extinction is freaking Classic. All right. If you guys remember Prong, snap your fingers, snap your neck. Remember that? So this is like teenage Garrett right here. Teenage Garrett. This is like freshman in high school Garrett right here. Snap your fingers. That was me. And how about this one, dude? Madball, Set It Off. This thing was a freaking beast. Set it off. Down by law. This is like high school Garrett right here. This is classic New York hardcore at its best. Right here, Madball. Definitely an album to check out if you haven't. I did have Beavis and Butt Experience. I have that on CD though. CD. Black Flag. Black Flag. I used to love this album. I mean, I haven't listened to this band in a long time. KMFDM album. This was definitely rocking in my Walkman. No question. In high school. All right, now here's some like demo tapes. Not many people will get. Oh, here's a few. How about this album? Deftones Adrenaline. Oh, you can't see. It's got that. Yeah, it's got that thing on it. This is, I think, their first album. I love this album. Oh my god. All right, here's an album, Dead Guy. This is a hardcore band. Another one, New Jersey Bloodline. That's some heavy underground shite right there. Another band that was local, As the Sun Sets. Local hardcore band. And then there's another band, Needlework, demo tape. Needlework, hardcore band. So like that's most of the ones I have left. The rest are like ones that I made or like not official releases. But yeah, I figured I'd show some cassettes for the Fosme. Now I got to clean them all up tonight, which is always the worst part of all this. Yeah, man, I was so big into the concert scene in my teen years. I can't even tell you. Every weekend. I don't know, man. New Jersey Bloodline is just a band. I have not listened to them for ages. I'm way behind with you guys right now, but yeah, I have like honestly, like I could if maybe I'll do something Fozzy on your channel or something because I literally like could rip out all my hardcore CDs and go through some of those things. Because that CDs were when I was into the hardcore, real hardcore stuff, CDs was where I was at. So that's why I don't have a lot of hardcore like tapes because I was already into CDs at that point. So, but I have tons still. A lot I don't have anymore. Like I went through a phase where I was trading them in. I think there was a place that you could trade in CDs and get money for DVDs type thing. So I traded a lot of CDs in through the years, which I wish I didn't, but I do still have a lot. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to say Skid Row, Def Leppard. Who else would I throw in there? Try to think of albums I listen to all the time. Van Halen's gonna have to be in there. But it's funny because I'm more of like a Hagar guy. So like my Van Halen growing up was Hagar. So to me, like those albums with like Dreams and all that are like the ones I listen to the most. So maybe I'll throw those three in. 18 Visions was a band that I really loved that I feel like don't get enough love ever. So I will put them in there as one of my favorites of all time, like as far as a little bit more modern. But you know what's funny is I actually went through a period of time where I was listening to, what would you call it? Screamo, I guess, like the Used, Taken Back Sunday, Seosin, Matchbook Romance. I went through a period of that, and I've been listening to a lot of that lately, like just throwing that back on. And man, it's still freaking awesome. Like I'm still singing along to a lot of those albums as well. I think the band, I actually really do like Motionless in White. I like Ice Nine Kills. I know a lot of people don't. Um, they're modern. Like I don't listen to a lot of modern bands because I feel like there's not even much out there. Um, a real good band, guys, believe it or not, is freaking Black Veil Brides is a freaking awesome modern band. Um, if you've listened to some of their like recent stuff, like if you take the album, oh my god, what's it called? See, I don't know all the albums by heart, but I'm gonna give you an album if you're not familiar with Black Veil Brides to check out. Check out which one is it? Albums. I want you to look at, is it The Phantom Tomorrow? Is that the album? Yeah, check out the Phantom Tomorrow album by Black Veil Brides. It's so good, dude. It's so good. But I will admit that I don't listen to a lot of music much anymore. I just don't have time. Um, and if I do, I'll always throw in like shit I know, like old stuff. Like I must still listen to Skid Row, like so many times. And you know what else? I'll go on the limb and tell you other bands that I really like that'll like people might think are laughable. Like I like Warrant, Winger, Queensryche. What other albums do I listen to on a regular? Warrant, Queensryche, Winger. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. But there's a lot of bands I like. It's just I don't listen to them often. Yeah, I like rap. I mean, I've always liked rap. I mean, I don't listen to it now, really. I don't listen to much of anything now. If I hear a song, I might be like, "Oh, is that?" Like I did listen to Juice World a little bit, and I thought that was actually really good. A lot of what I heard. Even though it's kind of like, it's not the same. Like, I mean, I grew up with, you hate talking about him now, but I mean, I was around P. Diddy, Jay-Z, DJ Clue. Those albums were awesome. Ludacris was big when I was listening to it. I was listening to hip hop around like all like the 90s. I was going to nightclubs on a regular basis. So like I remember when 50 Cent came out, I was there. Like I can remember it said brand new single 50 Cent in the club. I remember when he had Wanksta was his first hit. I was there when I was at Eminem came to Providence and played at a club, and I wasn't old. It was 18 plus and I couldn't get in. So we sat outside, me and my friend Scott, and listened from outside. Eminem. This was right when Hi My Name Is came out. So I've been listening to Eminem since day one. Those albums were some of my favorite, all the way back to like, that song Scary Movie that he did. I was big into D12 for a while. All his guys like Obi Trice and all them. I was big into the other guys like Jay-Z's guys like Beanie Siegel. Obviously Tupac was somebody I was really into. It's funny because I used to get it shit on a lot around that time because I was into a dude named Lil Zane. I always thought he was really good, but a lot of people used to make fun of me for that. They're like, "What? He's not hard." Da 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 da. But there's something about him I always liked. He kind of came and went. I was big into Lil Wayne for a long time. Young Money. So I mean, again, the only genre I really don't listen to is country. I'm really open to anything other than that. R&B, I like 112. I mean, all that shit. Cisco, I was into all that stuff. So it's so funny because I'm really so diverse in music. Except I just don't listen to modern stuff really. No, I don't know anything about them. Pantera, yep. I remember Sonic Youth, yes. I love the Ramones. I actually am surprised I don't have a tape in here because I used to have Road to Ruin on tape. I liked Rancid, No Effects, Pennywise, Operation Ivy. Like I listened to all that stuff. I went through a phase where I was listening to ska music. I liked the bands like Mephistopheles and Pilfers, and trying to think, the Toasters, and man, I was living so many concerts. It was insane back in the day. Makes me feel old, doesn't it? Think? It's true, man. I used to mosh, dude. That was like my favorite thing to do. And the last time I tried to mosh was, I don't remember what show it was. It could have been Kill Switch Engage, maybe. And I remember going in and like throwing like a back fist, and my shoulder popped out of socket. And I popped it back in and said, "Yep, I'm probably too old for this shit." Um, so yeah, I don't do that anymore. I mean, if I go to shows now, I just chill. I think the next show I want to try to go to is Limp Bizkit, Corey Feldman. And then Ice Nine Kills is coming back because they're doing a horror convention here, and they're also playing at the convention. So I'll check them out again. I've seen them a bunch of times as well. And then I love going to see like old bands. Like Winger came a couple years ago. I went to see them. I saw Sebastian Bach. He performed the whole Skid Row album in 2020, like right at the beginning, and it was fan-freaking-tastic. But what I don't like is going to these concerts or these events that's going to cost me like $500 to get in the door. I don't like that. I wouldn't mind going to see Metallica and all that, but I don't want to pay all that money. I'd rather go see like, a newer band. Like I saw Black Veil Brides this summer. No, when was it? Was it the summer? This past summer, and who opened for them was remember the band Him? Well, they broke up and the singer started a new band. What the heck were they called? I forget, but they opened and they played all the Him songs, and I was like, dude, hell yeah. Like, this is sick. Nail Gun Massacre. I don't need that on 4K, bro. Come on. I have a Blu-ray. That's fine. I ain't gonna get Nail Gun, I don't think. What else did they announce? What else? What what else? Something better, hopefully. Come on. Erotic, like thrillers, I guess. Erotic thrillers would be cool. That would be different. What up, Christian, by the way? That, or I don't know. I'm always a big fan of like kind of like gateway movies. Like I think Severin does a good job with their Severin Kids line, and I think Vinegar Syndrome has that like partner label, like the Canadian one that's been giving us a lot of like these edgy kids movies. I like that. I don't know if I got that far in, but man, the first two Used albums were freaking out of control. Like that first album with like Box Full of Sharp Objects, like I could listen. That was like my favorite album for so long. What's funny is I never was really a Blink 182 fan. Chemical Romance, like I was like into them, but I got out of them like right when they really got crazy popular. I like the first. I've never seen Blink, but I've seen My Chemical a couple times. But this was like I think Black Parade like had just come out. I think that was the last album I bought from them. What up, Barnabas? Yeah, I like them. I know a lot of people shit on them, but I like it. I mean, I've been listening to Ice Nine Kills though before they even went to the horror genre. The first song I ever heard from Ice Nine Kills was a song called Jonathan, which is I heard it. I saw a video as an acoustic. It's a freaking great song about a friend that had a rare disease, and it's a very emotional song. If you want to look it up, it's called Jonathan. It's an acoustic song. This was before they went totally hard and horror. They were more like emo kind of at the time. But it's a cool song, man. And I just found out that guy had passed away recently. Oh, Iron Maiden is great though. I do the Run to the Hills. I like Motionless. Deicide, no. Cannibal Corpse, I only had one album of theirs, so I wasn't super into that stuff. I don't listen to jazz, but I know of them. I had one Cannibal Corpse album. That was about it. I didn't get heavy into all that stuff. Oh man, we don't have anything. We got Walmart and Target, and that's it. Really. Sadly. I haven't listened to anything new from them. I love Motley Crue. Um, I love all that stuff, man. Rat, I love all that. I think Firehouse is good. They just lost their singer, which is sad. Uh, Dude, 100%, dude. So I watched the documentary, and basically Beavis and Butthead destroyed Winger's career in like less than 24 hours. And Mike Judge actually reached out to Kip Winger and apologized like a couple of years ago. But at the time, I guess Winger reached out to them being like, guys, like, can you not do this? And they were like, they didn't care. They were like, not too bad. Winger said they literally went from like making tons of money to being like the biggest laughing stock ever. They said that nobody came to their concerts. They said that Beavis and Butthead single-handedly ruined their career completely. And it's sad. I mean, I guess as a kid it was funny, but like now looking back on it, like imagine just like doing your thing, coming out with albums, getting ready to release your next one, and then they Beavis and Butthead put out like this thing basically like saying you're like the lamest band on the planet. That's brutal, man. I'm telling you, those first two albums are kick ass. Really, really good. Kip Winger's talented, man. Dude, I miss that game so much. I love Friday the 13th. I couldn't get into the other ones. Breaking Benjamin were actually pretty cool. I like them. Uh Hell yeah, dude. Money stretched like a rubber band. I used to love that guy. He had like one album, I think. Dude, no shit. Okay, so I used to say that, and all these my friends used to tell me I was out of my freaking mind, and I believed them because some of my friends that used to tell me that were like they were rappers themselves or they were recorded rap. So I'm like, oh, they know their shit. So I guess I'm just an idiot. But I used to think that the way he rapped, like not his voice, but the way he said things, the way he flowed. I said that. I said he reminds me of like a young Pac, like the way he sounds, like the way he flows and puts words together. And they remember them saying, like, you're an idiot, dude. And I'm like, what? I can't believe you just said that. I thought I was literally making up shit. Um 50 music. I mean, I still like P. Diddy's shit. I mean, man, he was everywhere. As far as dude, because I don't think there's anything out there. Like literally, like Black Veil Brides, Motionless in White, and Ice Nine Kills are seriously like the only modern metal bands that I think are out there. I get to hang with D12 and there's a Warped Tour. Dude, D12 albums are so out of control. When you listen to them now, you're like, how the hell did this even fly? It's insane. Uh I remember going to Ska Fest one year. Dude, I used to go to the Warp Tour every single year, man. Every year. 100%. What up, Ela? What up, trucker? Oh my god, that's so funny. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Patrick Bateman at hardcore shows makes the most sense. Bob Ross, I don't like that. I've only seen how long did I see Feldman? I saw him I think I've only seen Feldman live once. What up, Gory Tiger? I do like Suicidal Tendencies and Dead Kennedys and Misfits. Minor Threat, Sex Pistols, Sam Hain. I didn't listen to them that much. I've never seen War, but I used to like the album Ragnarok back in the day. Yeah, it's not good, that good. I do think it's a good idea. Coming of age movies, 100%, 100%. Hell yeah, man! Talking some music. What's my favorite band? Man, that's so hard to say. I would say I don't even know if I have a favorite. Like I would have always said stuff like 18 Visions, you know, because I feel like they were so underrated. I would have said, but like, I don't know, man, what my favorite all-time band is. Like, I'm trying to think, like, who did the Skid Row album is probably one of my favorite albums of all time. But then I think of it as a whole, and I'm like, Def Leppard might be up there just because, like, the quantity of songs and albums that are good is up there. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I really do have a favorite like a favorite band. I like a lot of bands. I loved Under Oath. I love that album, man. When that album came out, it was like fire, dude. I've seen Under Oath a lot live, but not in many, many years. Um, I'm doing all right, man. How are you doing, Dakota? Another cool band that now nobody really talks about is a band called they're not around anymore. Skylit Drive was a cool band. I used to like them a lot. Skylit Drive was like this band. They were all like these like small little skinny emo kids. I remember seeing them live when their first album came out and loving it. And then all of a sudden they like lived off that album for a couple of years because the album was a freaking hit and a half. And then they came back with their next album and they were all so jacked and roided. In the music video, they're like walking down the street and you're like, who the hell are these guys? They're all completely out of their minds, steroided out. And they were because they're like these little skinny, crony kids. And then 2 years later, they come back and they're like monsters. I was like, what the hell happened here? But they have some good albums. Asking Alexandria, We Came as Romans. I was all into that. No, don't say that. They're still touring, man. Still touring. I know Amity Affliction. I don't have any of their albums. They kind of came out after I was kind of done with the scene a little bit. Dude, I remember when Trivium came out. That was amazing. That and like another band around that time was Bullet for My Valentine. When those two albums came out, it was unreal. I've seen Trivium a bunch of times. Not in a long time, but they do. I remember the song like, what was the song? Martyr, sing Martyr. I can't remember the song. Something Martyr. Pull harder on the strings of Martyr. Is that what it was? I forget. No, everybody's talking music now. No, I didn't. I never had those, but I used to collect the Victory Records ones. Ghost, I will say I do like them. That is a new band that I listen to, and I'm like, this is cool. You know what I like now, though? I listen to a lot of synthwave, The Midnight, Gunship, LeBrock. Like, I listen to a lot of that now. I would go freaking nuts, dude, if that happened. What up, Dick Fitzwell? Iron Eagle did have a great soundtrack, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. And I didn't do it earlier, too, but Cody gave me a super as well. So thank you, Cody at Dude Loves Movies. Let's get a little, since we're talking about Feldman, let's go. What are you trying to say? That doesn't look entertaining? Come on. I remember Bless the Fall. Oh, Atreyu. I loved Atreyu, dude. I loved Atreyu back in the day. I've seen them a boatload of times. Trying to think. Gold. Crimson. What was that? Did you know the Bella Twins were in their music video? If you guys didn't know, go look up Atreyu. Right side of the bed. The Bella Twins were in it before they were wrestlers. I've never listened to these guys. Never listened to Black Dahlia Murder. I know the name, but actually, Vision Quest. Which movies do I think VSU? Vision Quest is a good guess, actually. I would love any of those three. I would love that. Yeah, there it is. Pull harder, strings, mortar. Yeah, dude, I used to love that. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god. I did listen to Poison the Well. Yes, I think I have one, maybe two albums from them. Oh, The Curse was unbelievable, man. And then what was the other one there? What was becomes the ball. Grab a bull by the horns, the old lad is gone. Where to go from here? Go. Hell yeah, dude. I love that album. That was like one of my favorite albums. Another cool band that's like kind of still going is In This Moment. If you listen to their first album, it was unbelievable when it came out. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Hopefully it never has to come to that. Yeah, dude. Lead Sales. That might have been, yeah, that was a pretty good album too. Oh, that's cool, man. Oh yeah, Maria Brink. Yes, I have her autograph on a 8x10. I was really big into them. I think they're talented, man. I've seen them many times live. I haven't listened to anything new. I'm trying to think. The last album I think I listened to from them was Nightmare. I think that might have been it. Yeah, that's a great song. When I wrestled, I actually came out to an In This Moment song, and that was my theme song. It was from their second album, and it was called, man, I don't know, Violet. Was there a song called something Violet? Maybe. That was my entrance music. Corn, yeah. Corn I got really out of. I got out of it after, I think Issues was like the last album I actually listened to from them. Which one? The comedy or the horror one? But yeah, we're going down the rabbit hole with music right now, so chime on in. I did get my tickets to Chiller Horror Convention in New Jersey. That's going to be next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend. So I will be there, confirmed. So if anybody's going to be at Chiller Convention in New Jersey and you see me walking around, come up and say hi. I will have the bandana or the headband in my back pocket. If anybody wants me to put it on, I'll do a picture. I will be there for that. Let me see. I remember Parkway Drive. Wow, that's early. I didn't get into the hardcore scene until 96, I think. I used to like a band Candaria. They were really sick, dude. But they I don't know if everybody would know them during that time. 90s hardcore scene. But yeah, good times. Guys, we still have 80 people in here. So we did lose a couple on our music talk, which is fine. It was fun. It's always fun to reminisce about that. That's why this is a kind of a random show. I wish I could. If I wasn't going to Halloween Horror Nights in October in Florida, I would definitely come to Scarefest. So, let's plan on it for next year because I do want to meet up with the Dead Pit Boys for sure. I love Killswitch Engage. Yeah. I'm more of a Howard fan though than a Jesse fan. I know that's not the most popular thing to say, but I thought Howard's voice is like on another level. Everything he does, I follow him. So he did a couple of the bands after Killswitch, and of course I was all about it. What up, Giz? Dude, I hear you. When you're a content creator, it's so hard to watch stuff. Like I literally only watch YouTube when I'm driving, and I hate saying that. I play it. I listen to it. And that's usually to and from work or if I'm doing something, but I don't ever have time to watch. Dude, I used to listen to them when they were called Overcast. I used to see them here in Providence a lot because they're local. When the Shadows Fall, he changed over to that. I mean, both great bands. Oh man, 100%. Dude, I can't believe you actually knew them. That's a That's obscure, dude, because that wasn't a long time that he was in Blood. So I saw Blood Has Been Shed, or like when their first album came out, and I can remember him coming out on stage in like a white, puffy winter jacket, like, and he said, "You can call me sexual chocolate. Where blood has been shed." And I bought the album. I still have the album, their first album. And then I found out he went to Kill Switch. He was the singer, and I was like, "Oh wow!" And he, and Blood Has Been Shed was so much harder than Kill Switch was. But after Kill Switch, he did some other stuff. Yeah, man, I never been. I'm going this year. Yeah, Light the Torch. That's the band. But I think he even did a band before Light the Torch. I think there was like something in between. I think. Wow, look at this dude, huh? That's craziness. Thank you, Dino. Not many people know about Candaria. They had like jazz. They had like rap. It was heavy. Stone Age. That doesn't have a blue, huh? Yes and yes. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up. Oh, really? Can you send me a link to this movie? Aiden, of course. And then the guy from Aiden started a new band called William Control. That was actually cool. That's a cool album. Aiden was a great band. Remember at the first song on the Aiden album was had Patrick Bateman on it. Dude, I can't believe people know that. I'm shocked. No, dude, I was fighting with Umbrella today. They sent it out today because I was getting mad. Oh, okay. What was it called before? Something, wasn't it something Devil or something? Devil May something like that. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. One Love's great song. I remember them, Sinai Beach, dude. I remember them. I forgot all about those guys. And Shai Halud. You guys are going crazy with the music. But guys, listen. We still have 82 people in here right now. Hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. Guys, if you're watching on the replay, and even if you're not watching on the replay, if you're still watching, I want you to just start throwing me some bands in the comment section. Or did I bring back any nostalgia with all the cassette tapes that I showed? If you're going to Chilla Horror Convention, please leave it in the comments below. Let me know. And start throwing some bands down there and to bring back some nostalgia to me and ask me if I like them. Because again, like I said, I'm so well versed in music. I don't listen to a lot now, but I did. So guys, let me know what your favorite bands are. And if you're into the hardcore scene or anything metal or anything like that, put out some of your bands that I should check out. And I'll let you know if I've heard of them. But guys, thank you for popping in and hanging with me tonight on this very random stream. We did do a lot of physical media talk or movie talk. We did a lot of talk about music tonight. So always cool because, again, it's another passion of a lot of people. So I'm glad I can kind of relate to a lot of you guys when it comes to that stuff as well. So thank you guys. Make sure to keep your eyes on the channel. Tune back in Saturday night for the Rad Dudes versus Snick. Saturday night at 10 p.m. I will see you then. This is Garrett from Born2beRad. And like always, stay